cracking ankles in news saying this is what they pay me to do.
I don't think you're trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. I don't think you want get rich. I don't think you want get rich.
We've got a capacity crowd here at the United Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. The Chicago Bulls here to defend the home court, playing host to the Western Conference. And it's Chicago to start out. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Crawford out there. With Darren Williams, then there's Hickson, then it's Pierce, and it's Duncan in at the 4 spot. Good-looking screen by Gasol. The 3 from Morrow.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Here's Rose. Lee kicks to Morrow. Four on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And it's Rose missing.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
Now here's Duncan. The shot is off. Good D by Lee.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Morrow, the pass to Rose. And he gets it to go. Rose has got the opening bucket of the night here for the Bulls. And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
Lee dishes to Gasol. Excellent D there from Pierce.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
That's short off the rim.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Ball's knocked loose. Crawford against Lee. It's Crawford with the drive. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That is a very low percentage shot, Kevin, but it's the result they were looking for at the end of the day.
Rose kicks to Lee. Rose. Down low. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Williams passes to Hickson. Kicks it to Crawford. Knocked away. Gasol with the steal. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Lee dishes to Morrow. Back to Lee. A three-pointer is right on target.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Hickson a screen on Rose. Williams kicks to Pierce. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from 11. Rebound by the Bulls. Rose with the ball. He dishes it to Lee. The feed now to Morrow. To the middle. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Spurs trail by 3. It's Crawford on the wing. Good. And the nice assist for Williams.
They just call him buckets, Jamal Crawford. His shot, a thing of beauty.
And here is Lee. Gasol passes to Morrow. Pierce with the steal. Jamal Crawford again. Crawford's got 6 points.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
Now here's Gasol looking for his first basket still in this one. Great D that time from Duncan.
And injuries once again were a central theme of the Bulls season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
6 to shoot. And that one is hammered home.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Rose gets the bucket. Rose has got his second bucket of the game to go. And for the Bulls and injuries, a lot of teams plan for these type of things. There's only so much Clark you can do to mitigate losing your starting backcourt.
But I tell you, great respect and admiration for the Bulls for how they fought through the difficulty. I mean, their front court did what they could. The injuries, once again, I thought turned the Bulls from championship contenders to just a playoff team.
Now here's Williams. Rebound by Olynyk.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
Here's Lee. Morrow. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Crawford dishes to Pierce. San Antonio again missing. Chicago trailing here. Outside Rose. Right side Gasol. They now take the lead. Gasol's got his first 2 points.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long, Clark, as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean,
right.
You rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And with Pau, that 46-point game, he became the oldest player to get 45 points and 15 rebounds.
So Chicago ends up going with a new group. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jones checked in for Hickson. Diaw comes in for Tim Duncan. Corey Brewer's checked in for Pierce. And it's Foy in for Jamal Crawford. And so here is Chicago. Diaw missing his last shot. Napier kicks to Smith. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. And now a 3-point Bulls lead.
And a final point, guys, with Pau's career game. It's crazy to think that he did it while not being the first offensive option. I mean, he had been the go-to guy with his time in Memphis for so long.
Pass to Babbitt. Screen by Smith. Here's Neal. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to Bynum. Goes back up. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Bulls lead by 5.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
To the inside. Bynum with the steal. Here's Napier. He kicks it to Neal. Feeds to Napier. Screen by Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Neal passes to Babbitt. Off target on the 15-footer.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
So it's Chicago now after the miss from Darren Williams. It's a pick by Bynum. And Neal kicks to Napier. The dish now to Smith. And it's Randy Foy with the rebound. Spurs trail by 5. Outside Williams. There's the pass to Diaw. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Wizards in Washington. Dishes it to Babbitt. From deep. The shot will not go. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
And for Terrence Jones, there's a quiet excitement surrounding him in personnel circles. Last season, he was a much better rim protector, way up in blocks, and his three-point percentage was up as well. So those are the kinds of year 3 improvements that talent evaluators are always looking for, especially when you come into the league as an underclassman.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Well, looking at Terrence Jones, he really has that complete game. His ability to make a play at the rim, hit 35% of his threes. He's a multi-dimensional threat. Long player, well-schooled, falls in line, I think, very well with any good team, in this particular case, with one of the playoff teams in the West.
Yeah, he's one of the more efficient players in the league, over 53% his first 3 seasons. So defenses might want to choose to ignore somebody else.